When Ubisoft decided to pursue a stealth-based series so many years ago, little did they know at the time that they were going to be making both an iconic character with Sam Fisher, along with a highly regarded series with Splinter Cell. Both paired together makes for something very special within the gaming medium and the stealth action genre, a genre that still remains rather niche today, a true stealth experience, but rather a time where we had all manner of different kinds of stealth action games and series from say Metal Gear Solid, Hitman, Thief, Tenchu, Siphon Filter, and many more. And yes, of course, Splinter Cell. The way I looked at it back then, and honestly still do now, the more the merrier is what I saw. There is a specific sense of joy you get from these types of games, along with the tension and satisfaction from the execution. It's something special, and I think part of why Splinter Cell 1 stands out as such a great title, one that has aged well over the years, is the way in which the game manages to make the player feel like a super spy at the same time.
That still believes that. You hear that? That still believes.
Good Lord, Fisher, have you gone mad?
Splinter Cell was able to nail that tension you would get from a stealth game, where you were making decisions: should I move now or wait and see what the guard's full path really is? Should I even both take them out or kill them, or do I just try to sneak by, waiting for an opening and then going to it? The choices between being a silent assassin or just being a shadow in the night that no one notices comes down to how the player decides to go about the action. Now sure, Splinter Cell 1 represents the most rawest form of the Splinter Cell series, that formula. This was the beginning, and later entries would both expand and improve upon the options provided to the player. But your foundation needs to be good. Without that, you don't have much to build off of. Splinter Cell started strong, and honestly in my opinion, and continued to be strong for the series. The first Splinter Cell game had a focus on more calculated movements, some might say slower, or even realistic. You couldn't move maybe as fast as you would initially want to. You need to work at the speed that Sam could go, and then figure out the best course of action. Visibility and lighting were key. The shadows were an important aid and tool that would assist you throughout the entire game, an ally you could always count on as a means to find some safety along with a way to get a leg up on your enemy. Now while you had the light meter giving you all sorts of information to get to where you knew you were appropriately covered, sound was another factor. While this was one that did not come with its own meter in the first entry, it was just as important to not sprint or even crouch sprint to your objective or target. Enemies could be both alerted to the sight of you along with your sound. This is where it came down to more of a feel type of thing. The more you played the game, the better you got an understanding on how fast you could go behind a guard. Well, I was never able to always find that sweet spot, and this resulted in me moving with this high level of caution at all times. I think this is among many of the other elements that makes the first entry unique and special too. Sam was a trained shadow, and the player was just entering this world.
The only parties to have these codes are hospital directors and us. If these codes came from CIA files, then... Excuse me. Yeah? Yeah, I'm telling them about it now. Oh, hold on a sec.
Oh, man, that's rough.
Yeah, like on the train.
Is she alright? She's
The game is full of memorable missions, plenty to praise here, with a high amount of variety, even when you return to the same area for another mission. One of the most memorable things is when you need to infiltrate the CIA headquarters. This sort of flips the entire game up to this point on its head. Narratively, it's pretty cool. You are part of the NSA and need to then spy on a rival agency. But it isn't like they are the bad guys in this level. Most of the people you encounter are just US intelligence people trying to do their job. These aren't terrorists or henchmen, they are essentially friendlies. You are after a mole and the information that this mole can then provide. Up to this point, you could outright kill most of the guys that you came across. Firearms were an option. So if you wanted to be that silent assassin, you could be. But the CIA headquarters level puts another change by not allowing you to kill anyone. These are allies, and while they are the opposition because of what the objective is, they are not the enemy. But they will see Sam and the player as the enemy, so the tension is very, very high. It's one of those things where where the team doesn't have any other option. They are out of time and need to get down to this stuff as soon as possible. What a great backdrop for our mission. You are a sneaking man, Sam Fisher. Guns are not an option. So at the start, it's up to you, the shadows, and maybe just a few gadgets to aid you. And if you're caught, you're probably gonna end up dead.
We gotta follow the books, Vardavar.
I've got a lot of work I could be doing.
Just a few minutes more.
Who was it that fingered me?
Be reasonable, man.
Of course, you can't tell me.
It's regulations.
I hope you're not wasting my time for having an Arabic grandmother.
That's ridiculous.
Is it? Guess what, guys? I'm Islamic. Booga booga booga.
Give it a rest.
Whatever.
At the start of the level, it represents a level of choice that is not fully fleshed out in the first game, but there are moments when they occur and you can't help but praise them. You have a limited window to actually get into the building. You need to then get by a fan before it turns back on. But being that Splinter Cell is not a game that holds the player's hands, sure, tips and suggestions are provided at times to give you direction, but there are plenty of moments where you need to just figure it out. The game gives the tools to the player, shows how to use them, and then the player needs to piece things together. Just like a common element in other stealth series along with older games, the player needs to put 2 and 2 together, and these make for some fun aha moments that makes the game make the player feel as smart as skilled as Sam. So first you need to find the fan. Let's say you find it at first, that's pretty cool. Now you are infiltrating the building. But let's just say you also missed your window, you couldn't find it. Well, in most cases you would just even assume that the game would just say you failed. There's even areas of this game where if you do that you really can't do anything else as long as it's only what was instructed to you. But here you are presented with a second chance. Lambert is like, you can still get in, even though the first option is now closed. It's here where the second option sort of makes this gameplay sequence play out a little bit more dynamic. Now you need to find another way into the facility, and it's here where it's all up to the player. How do you get in? By observing the environment, you can find something to climb up on, which will then lead you down the path you need. But the game never points out this is where your objective is. It's up to you. You are the super spy. I love this little bit because even upon replaying it, I actually failed and forgot about this second entrance.
Move!
This isn't happening.
I'll find you! Stay back!
Now while inside, the tensions are very high. Again, you can't kill anyone. You are battling to stay hidden and maintain that stealth. It is inside here where it's full of the other really fun and notable spy-like moments. For one, instances can just highlight how much fun Splinter Cell is, even when you can't even shoot a guard. Some of the most intense moments is when you are just standing so close to a passing guard, hoping that they don't see you when they walk by, and you stay put. They never even noticed you. That stuff never gets old. Then there's really cool and very smart and fun parts, where you need to get past a guard, but he's just standing there watching, and his room casts too much light so you're going to be spotted if you try to pass. Yes, you could use some of your equipment here, but the game is made so that you can complete it without using any of your equipment. So how do you do it? I tried a few things and nothing worked, but then I figured, knowing that, I wondered if I could climb through this window, so I jumped up and made a noise. This alerted the guard to then check it out, and provided me within that perfect opening to then get in and get behind him. Again, a problem the player needed to solve, tools that they have, and the room to be creative to find that solution, and then the satisfaction and immersion of being in the shoes of a super spy. Small, effective, and smart moments like this are so memorable. I love the ending bit as well, as you need to try to both sneak and carry a body out to the team's van. This feels like something you would see in a spy film, trying to get your target out, sneaking past everybody, without them even knowing that you took the guy with you. The CIA headquarters level does strip the player of their gun, but provides them about midway through the level with an all-in-one rifle. This thing is like a sniper rifle machine gun and comes packed with a bunch of gadgets. The air rounds and sticky shockers are your best friends. Since you do not start with these, the game very much feels like you earn this stuff when you get it, because now you have something that you can actually take the guards out with range. But this is exactly the type of weapon a spy would use. It's practically something that Q would have given to Bond. For today, I mainly focused on this one level, mainly seeing how it's one of the best in the game, if not the best. Yes, Splinter Cell 1 is an excellent stealth action game. Yes, it has aged very well, but it also excels at making the player feel smart through its design and moments for player discovery and problem solving. Stuff like this always makes me go back to titles and have it feel like a breath of fresh air. No doubt, it's one of the best. What are your thoughts on all of this? Does playing Splinter Cell make you feel like a super spy? What are other games that make you feel spy-like? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're interested in supporting the channel, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you can help to keep this channel going strong, and this allows me to be able to do more for my awesome audience. Please check out the links in the description and pinned comment for ways to support the channel. And most of all, thank you very much for watching.